And everything else was muted. And they can't hear you. So yeah, I'm just going to go to this screen here where they should be able to hear you guys. Yeah, okay.
Hey.
There we go. I swear, every fucking episode we have some other random shenanigans occurring. Every fucking time. Like, literally every time.
Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah, really, even though there's no money, we just have the problems.
Yeah.
Either way, today's episode is a special episode.
Yes, it's one I've been banging him on the head about. That's why I'm on his head.
Yes, in fact, I am. It's hard to motivate me to do anything, but today's episode is special in a lot of ways, and this is an episode that Michael has heavily requested, and yeah, we're finally doing it.
Yeah, we're not even gonna tell you what it's about.
No, not
We're
even. You
go
guys
right
just gonna
in.
have to fucking, even if you're watching on stream, then you'll know. But if you're watching the YouTube video, you'll also know. So there's no reason for us to tell you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. We're just that good.
Yeah, totally. But in all honesty, we should actually probably tell them, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll let you do it.
This is the titular pony episode, or My Little Pony episode. Or would it just be pony episode, effectively? What do you think?
I'd call it the Boomer Ass Brony podcast.
Oh, hell yeah. Boomer Ass Brony Podcast. That's fucking perfect. I wish I'd actually titled the stream that, honestly.
You can change it right now if you want.
I could change. Hell yeah. Hang on. Well, yeah. Hang on a second. My hand's going to disappear from the monitor. Hang on. Let me go to the thing here. Stream information. All right. Should it be Mike and the Rock live, ! The Boomer Ass Pony Podcast?
Boomer Ass Brony podcast, yeah. Following Mike and the Rock, of course.
Yeah.
But yes, I think I'll do introductions while you're doing that. Of course, I am the Mike, and I am also the turtle on screen right now.
Yep.
I have a Twitch channel, the T Turtle on Twitch, and that was a pin dropping. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, well, once again, post a link to his channel in the description of the video, but if you guys are watching on stream, I have no idea what to do, because I don't stream, and this is the first time I've ever done it. Go to the T-Turtle on Twitch.
Yeah, well, you know who I am. You know exactly who I am. I'm that famous.
Yes.
Totally. Yes.
Now you go ahead. I don't know what to say, honestly. Truly.
Okay. Let me rub my palms together in anticipation.
Shouldn't we
Yes.
introduce everyone? I know Shan's here too. She's beside the person talking right now, which I'll get to in a minute. I think she's here. She's here, right? Right? Wife?
I think she's still stuck in the toast dimension.
I'm here, but I didn't know if I should unmute or not. I just asked you the question in private.
I'm sorry, I have streamer mode on and I can't hear anything.
You have a phone.
Oh yeah, I do, don't I?
I have that technology.
It's right beside me, and I forgot to pick it up. Guess I probably could look at that. Yeah, you could unmute because, yeah.
Forgets he has phone. Such a millennial you are.
Yeah, well, it's called the Boomer Ass Brony Podcast for a reason, I suppose. So
we're not.
I know we're not boomers, but it's funny.
We're fucking old and we're boomer bronies because we're veterans to the fandom.
I'm supposed to be drawing a fucking pony-fied version of Angel, but I haven't drawn a pony since I was in high school, and that was 10 fucking years ago.
Now you drew Fancy Pants.
Oh yeah, fuck, right. I forgot about that. I forget about a lot of fucking things.
Which will probably be debuting on my
I
stream.
believe in you.
Yeah. All right, I'll just
Scars
fucking
on the
wing it.
wrong
How about?
eye.
I had to
Give it a
flip you,
run.
woman. I had to flip your PNG. Okay. You want me to flip you around again? Let me flip you back around. Oh, that's not it. That's the damn Discord button. Fuck. Hang on. This is the worst podcast ever. And that's saying something because the last ones have been absolute trash as well. Not really. They're actually pretty funny. Everyone should watch them. They're really. Is that better now? Is your thirst quenched? Did I flip it? I don't know if I flipped it or not.
No, you didn't.
Fuck! I didn't fucking flip it. It's like goddamn. It won't let me flip it.
Anyway,
It won't
Well,
let
we're
me. You'll
talking-
have to be backwards for this stream.
Okay.
anyway, so on to the topic of today's show.
Fuck does a goddamn
My
pony
Little
look like?
Pony. And our God, how long has it been? I started in 2011.
I don't remember when I started watching it, but I do remember the show. That's for certain.
Well, that's the podcast, everybody. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. All right. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. I get the fuck out.
Not really.
I can sort of remember. When did Friendship is Magic came out?
October 10th, 2010.
I think, in actuality, I think 2012 to 2013 is when I started watching it.
Ooh, I'm the
Or-
oldest one here, pony-wise.
The latest of 2012.
I have the most pony experience. I don't know whether to be sad or proud about that.
Well, I think I introduced it to Shan, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
You know, did we even do the thing that we were supposed to do and say why there's fucking VTuber models on the screen now? Besides,
No.
Teedle, of course.
The future
We should
is
probably
now-
do that, right?
The future is now, old man.
Yeah, really. Maybe we shouldn't tell anybody. Maybe we should just leave them confused as to why the podcast just literally switched to this for some fucking reason.
We'll just say we got a tax break. and we'll leave it at
Upgrades, people, upgrades.
that. Upgrade.
All I can say is, this is my VTuber Abaddon, and he's not gonna stay like this. This is just temporary for now.
We weren't supposed to tell them.
I don't give a damn. I'm gonna tell him anyway.
Bruh.
He's pretty cute.
Anyway,
Either way. Where was I gonna go? Oh, I remember now. Before we dive properly into the ponies, our weeks. What did we play? What did we do? What did we see?
well, you first since you suggested it.
Okay. Well, this week I did something amazing, and amazing to me anyhow. A very big personal accomplishment. I got my driver's license finally, and I am still so proud of myself for that. It's something I never thought would happen because the self-pity train. I loved to ride it back then. Choo choo.
Brains is stupid.
Brains be stupid, but I was at first before yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. It was Wednesday actually. I was gonna say, I haven't played anything. I haven't really done much. But then the Nintendo Direct happened, and Metroid Prime Remastered came out, and oh my god, it is so beautiful. It's like, what's the best way to put it? It's like seeing just a long lost love just come back, look even more beautiful than you remember.
Nice.
God, it is so perfect. And I'm so happy that Nintendo finally caved and gave us something I've been wishing for so long. And if you have a Switch, definitely play it because it is fantastic. It looks beautiful. And yeah, it's just like the game it was in 2002 when I bought it.
I haven't played anything this week, I don't think at all. Mostly because I've been I literally made everything for the stream in 3 days. I made the model for Angel. I made that's about it actually. I spent a lot of time on that.
Oh yeah, and it came out really, really good.
Thank you. Oh, well, I guess in all honesty, I have been doing stuff. Just drawing in general. I guess is one of the main things. I've been doing a lot of character drawing recently, drawing a lot of the characters that we've been playing on our D&D games and stuff. And one character that I have as a perspective character in D&D, I don't know what she'll be yet. I never got an answer. I asked this the other day. Are kitsunes able to be rabbits in Pathfinder, or like?
I think they're mainly foxes, but I'd have to look in. I haven't really looked into kitsunes.
Okay. Well,
Kitsune.
she may either be a Harengon or a Kitsune or a Kitsune or however you want to say it. I don't even know. There might be bunny people in Pathfinder as far as I'm aware, but either way. But yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm
Yeah.
down to the last one that I need to do.
Yep. You were saying shit?
Oh, am I muted?
No.
Oh my god, this stupid mic is not picking me
Love,
up
we can
right.
hear you just
We
fine.
can hear you.
I could tell that's not doing right. Well, what I was gonna say is your back leg. I'm sorry, it doesn't.
Listen, Lemon, I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. I haven't drawn a horse in so long.
I just realized you just fixed it.
Amazing.
Hans! I
Hans.
heard myself from the other end of the room, too. That's funny. This podcast is probably going to be loud, and I have no fucking clue how loud it is on stream, if it's loud at all, either. So
It's probably fine.
I'm
You don't
sure
sound
it's,
too loud to me.
everything's just A-okay, probably.
Yes. Yes. As for everything else, I haven't really done too much. And oh yes, by the way, I guess I might as well do some shameless promotions of other streamers. Apple Fries is great, and so is Cyan Bite. You can find links to their profiles on my T-Turtle account. Go support them; they are incredibly cool people.
Yes. A streamer that actually has assisted me and Shan significantly recently as well, and kind of spurred me into actually making the model for Angel and everything is Jealous Berry on Twitch. You know what? I'll just add a
Yeah.
link whenever I post this on YouTube. I'll add a link to everybody in the description of the video so that you guys can go to them and check them out whenever But yeah, Jelly, that's what we call her. She helped us out pretty significantly, showing us a bunch of programs and stuff to actually,
yeah.
do all this with.
Jealous Berry is cool.
Yeah.
Well, for me and what I've been up to, nothing much lately. Just been trying to get Abaddon ready for VTubing as well.
Mm-hmm.
My Incubus is going to be a very slow progress.
It takes
That'll
time.
be cool. Yeah.
I mean, I'm the kind of person that, like, whenever I'm doing something, I fucking overcommit and I burn myself out. So it's probably better to do it slowly and methodically as opposed to jumping into it like you're jumping into an Olympic swimming pool without knowing how to swim.
That's what I do.
That's what I do too.
I get like a burst of inspiration for something, and I'm like, oh god, I need to do that right now. And then I do it, and then I never finish it because the flame dies.
I have a bad feeling that streamer mode is not on my Discord right now, and I think I need to fix that because there's going to be beep boops happening a lot if I don't. There we go. I turned it on. Yeah, I kept hearing messages on my end, and I know that they're being recorded because if I can hear them, then they're recorded. But I fixed it.
Man. Nice.
Oh, I probably should like put myself on
Do not disturb.
Do Not Disturb.
I don't have to worry about it. I got no notifications on. It's great sometimes. Sometimes it's like, oh, you messaged me? What?
When did you talk at me? I don't remember this.
I didn't hear you. But yes. Honestly, when it comes to MLP, we should probably start at the beginning. like
Well,
when we got into it, why we got into it, stuff like that.
oh, that's what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
You seem to have the most remembrance of this, Michael. So, and you're also technically
The
probably be
most
able to
enthused.
remember. Yeah, or the most enthused, I guess. I wouldn't say that I'm not enthused about this,
Yeah.
but I don't know where to start either.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with starting off and being the jump off point for everybody else. But honestly, back it was a long and far off 2011, so long ago, and I was a part of the Sonic Spriter community, and by a part of I mean I made video
Oh
and
no.
did nothing else. I ripped off a bunch of other people's videos and said, "Yeah, that's my content." And I also use Microsoft Paint, but anyway, there were a few people. I can't remember their names, and I'm so sad that I can't. But they were brothers, and they made Sonic Sprite animations together. And one of them was really friendly with me. I think his name was Wally, if I'm remembering right. Like his character's name was Wally. And I saw a post on his channel, like on his YouTube comments back when those existed. I saw a comment on his YouTube, and he said, like, "Hey, I've been checking out this new pony show recently. It's pretty awesome." And I was like, "Oh my god, what the hell is that?" And then of
Horses?
course, yeah, what is this?
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous. And I'd also been seeing it go around thanks to memes at the time, like Rage Comics back when those were a thing. And a bunch of Portal 2 memes as well back when that game was really popular. And I was like, you know what? Okay. I'm finally gonna sit down and see what this is all about. And so I got on YouTube, typed in My Little Pawn, Friendship is Majuk, and I found the first episode. I found like the first season actually. It's like a whole playlist back when you could do that.
Oh
God, I
yeah,
miss those days.
the olden days where there was nothing that was off limits of finding it on YouTube.
Oh yeah. But I clicked the first episode, and of course I'm going into this as 16-year-old boy who's like, okay, I'm gonna cross my arms, I'm gonna have a smug face, and I'm gonna be like, you know what? This is a little girl show. I'm gonna give it a chance. See if it can entertain my sophisticated male taste. And then I watched the next episode, and then the next, and the next, and yada yada yada. And here we are today.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
The more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm thinking that Angel should probably be a griffin.
Ooh, yeah, honestly.
That means I have to figure out how to draw a goddamn griffin now.
Now you can make him into a Pegasus first.
Yeah, I think that's the easier thing to do.
Yeah, it'd be pretty easy to do that. But yeah, honestly, I think what helped me get into the show so easy was like it was just really well written. Like it had the TVY rating, of course. So I was I was like, oh, this is for babies. But I don't know. It's just like Lauren Faust, who was the one who handled the first season mainly. She just had a real way of like introducing you to these characters and having them bounce off each other perfectly. Like I think Twilight was probably the best protagonist you could have had for this. Any other show, Pinkie Pie would have been the protagonist. You
Yeah,
know?
honestly, yeah.
Like having such a cynical, jaded character who had the same view. It's almost like she's mirroring expectations by having such a cynical character be the main character. And just having her slowly get used to this world and slowly like these characters she's being introduced to. Honestly, it was pretty genius. But yeah, I was hook, line, and sinker, and I finished the whole season before September began, and that's when season 2 began with John Delancey. But yeah, that was my introduction.
Let's see. Who wants to go next? You want to go next, Love? You remember?
Uh, well, you was more in it before I was. It took me a while. So maybe you should go first?
Yeah, all right. Well, I'm fairly certain I got into it not long after everyone else, around 2000 and well, I say that, but I think I was in junior year of high school, so that would have been around 2000, late 2011. early 2012, and I mostly got into it because, well, obviously, a lot of my friends were into it and stuff, and the internet was a buzz about it and shit like that. And I mean, I like the show, and I've always kind of liked it, rather significantly. It's a good show. But I don't think I ever really got into the whole craze like a lot of other people did. I mean, I did make NOC, as much as it pains me to remember that. And yeah, it was just as bad as anybody might imagine. It was horrible. But yeah, I liked the show, and I still do. It's a great show, honestly. I know, like, there's a stigma against, like, adults watching kids shows or whatever, but honestly, I could not give a single fuck about that. Honestly, because it's like, who gives a flying shit? Watch whatever the fuck you want, so long as you're not hurting anybody. Who gives a flying fuck?
Yeah.
I have no clue what kind of main Angel would have.
Honestly, I think you're on the right track. Nice depresso, man. That'd be pretty good.
Well, it depends on which canon of Angel we're working on here, really. I like to believe that this is good timeline Angel, where, he did not have a horrible existence.
Oh, yeah. Streamer Angel.
Streamer Angel. Yeah, this is Streamer Angel. Go with that. Even so, I still think he would have, relatively long hair, so.
How about you, Chan?
Well, for me, when I first heard about this show of My Little Pony and whatnot, it took me a while to warm up to it. Like most things, like D&D, I thought it was dumb and childlike. But I never, tried to watch it and experience for myself. So, Rocky was able to talk me into watching said show, and I gave it a try, and I actually like it. Not really much in with the whole singing that goes on to it. Unfortunately, some of the songs are just not something I'm into when it comes to shows like that. But the character, the Manic, and how they become friends in it, and how it goes, just I don't know. I just fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like every other brony, I made my own OC, and she was an alicorn. Because,
Nice.
I thought the alicorns were pretty cool, in my opinion. Even if they are overpowered. And from there, I guess in a way, am a brony. My character still is an alicorn, even though I'm gonna do some changes with her.
Nice.
I don't have a name for her, though. But if I do a name for her, it'd be my hybrid fox rabbit as a alicorn. And
Nice.
my fox rabbit, her name is Midnight Lapidai.
Nice. Oh, God. Since you two have talked about your pony OCs, I might as well talk about mine. So, back in the olden days of 2000, yeah, it was 13, I'd say. No, actually, it was late 2012 when I made my pony OC. Uh, I was going through I was a late bloomer in my emo phase. And, this is back when I heard about The Last of Us. I was like, oh my God, finally, a realistic game. But I had a late blooming emo phase. Uh, I saw these. I like saw everyone making their pony characters. I thought, you know what? I want to do that too, but I'm gonna be unique. So here's what I did. I made a Earth Pony OC, which is actually a lot rarer than you think. There are not a lot of Earth ponies, but I gave him some glasses. I gave him some brown hair, brown tail, and I named him Monty Critique because his special talent was being a nitpicking asshole. Imagine being that your special talent. Your whole
Bruh.
purpose is to go around being a negative piece of shit. But I should also mention, at the time I was heavily into the angry critic side of YouTube, about critics making stuff like Angry Video Game Nerd. Though he had less to do with this. It was more of a zero punctuation. I was like, you know what? These people are being cynical. They're being sarcastic. They're being mean. So you know what? That's the way to go. I have to be a raging asshole too.
Pretty
So yes,
typical teenager thought process.
yep, yep. Something I heavily regret because, whew, boy, it was not a fun time. 2013 was not a fun year for me, but no less about that. But yeah, I actually typed out his backstory and everything, and I have it somewhere. I think it's on my old computer. I'd have to go dig around for that somewhere. But he was like I said, just a flat out asshole. He was a terrible, terrible character. I really regret making him, but as I've said on my stream, uh, cringe is something you look back on and you're like, you know what? Let me try that again, but with less hatred.
Yeah, I mean, I've told the story of my pony OC. I've never told it on stream or anything, obviously, because I, haven't done that. But yeah, he was something. That's for certain. If you can imagine Edge, he was pretty edge, bro. Not to mention he like there was a weird like amount of pony OCs back in the day that just had something to do with changelings and Queen Chrysalis and all that shit. And yeah, no, mine no doubt had that thing, but he was so cool because he didn't use magic. He was a unicorn, but like he used alchemy, like from Full Metal Alchemist instead. You know what I mean? Which it was there was nothing particularly wrong with that or anything. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he also hated Twilight because in my imagination at the time she was a bitch. Which at the same time. At the same time, I don't know if he ever hated Rarity or not, but I hated Rarity at the time, and I don't know why. And like now, she's literally my favorite fucking character. So yeah, I have no fucking clue, bro. People fucking change, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I think another reason why, because I remember now I made my OC, is because your character, for some reason, was stripped with a character I did not like. And I was not
Yeah,
happy about it.
I remember that. Yeah, yeah. My character got shipped with Rainbow Dash for some fucking reason, and Sham was all like, yeah, "That's my man." I don't think so, bruh. I don't fucking think so.
Get that Cyan Pegasus's ass out of the way. Princess that doesn't know she is a princess coming through.
Move out of the way, Rainbow Horse. It's Goth Horse's time now.
Basically.
Ah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. The thing is, I think me and Shan had like only started going out around that time too, or something like that. I don't remember really. It was that might have been the year after we got together. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it was.
But Shan brought up musicals in the show, and I figure I'm too. Back in the day, like, of course, I was of the same opinion. Like, ew, girly musicals. Oh God. But as I've matured, I've grown to love musicals, and honestly, I partly thank the show for that because the songs are actually really good. Some of them, of course, more childish than others. But Daniel Ingram, who was the composer for the show and the songwriter, he fucking great, man. He had some really good.
I don't remember like how I reacted to them. I probably reacted negatively to them at the time, but I'll be honest with you, I have always loved musicals. Legit.
Nice.
Like I truly, especially like dramas. I am a sucker, man, for fucking drama. I don't know why. I just eat that shit up like it's goddamn soggy cereal. It's good shit. I fucking love it.
Nice. Ah man, but God, like, oh yeah, music again. Do you remember like the avalanche of dubstep music in the Brony fandom?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it was like that totally because they were both popular at the same time. I feel like that's
Yep.
the sole reason why it ended
The
up that way.
perfect cultural intersect.
Which, I'll be real with you, they're still really fucking good.
Oh yeah.
And
Like
I'll,
honestly, they're really good.
like there's still artists out there that are around from back then that are still amazing at what they do, like the Living Tombstone and Prince Whatever and Violet Pony. They're amazing. They are ridiculously amazing.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, Violet's been around forever, but like I only discovered her like 2 years ago. She is like every song she puts out's fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. She's an OG too. It's wild to think that, like, there's been these undiscovered artists that have been around for so long and just haven't been heard of because of, well, who knows, really, just reasons, I guess.
Yeah.
And Violet has like popped fucking off, my guy, in the last few years.
Yeah,
And
she's fantastic.
she's never particularly changed her specific like branding either. She's held to, the pony style and stuff, I feel like, which is amazing to think that somebody could go so long doing the same thing. And I suppose that's more so because that's what she likes to do. She loves this genre, she loves this subject matter, and she wants to keep doing it, I guess.
Mhm.
Which is inspiring, honestly. And honestly, I actually feel like bronies, there's a lot of them that have that exact mentality because they stick around and they stick to this thing that they love to do for so long. And I feel like it's not really necessarily unique, but it's neat to think about that the uh, the mentality that they had. It's shared so much in like the community that so many of us, of them per se, they've retained this spirit, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
Mhm.
Sorry about the
Like
squeaky chair, everybody. It's fucking loud.
Nah, that's fine. I actually can't hear it too much.
You can't, but every time it squeaks, Angel. I'm just
Bounces.
imagining. Yeah, he's imitating the chair. He's a harpy, so he can do that. He's making chair noises.
That's great.
If I were to make a pony version of Abaddon, unfortunately, he would have to be another alicorn, probably a evil one or something.
Evil. Oh
Because
god.
horns, wings, demonic tail, all the succubus, incubi crap.
Yeah. But what's another thing? A lot of fan fiction at the time, obviously. Like there's a fucking avalanche. So like people like I remember like the stigma about bronies back then. You remember that?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
It's still kind of around, but like they were some of the most creative fucking people. Like
Oh hell yeah!
music, art, fucking full length like fan episodes and shit. Like there was so much fucking material to work with.
I feel like
Like
the
that.
only thing that has rivaled the Brony fandom in recent years is the FNAF fandom. Honestly,
Oh yeah, like the sheer amount of creativity is like astounding. And
yeah,
honestly, I think that's what helped the Brony fandom grow so much because so much content.
yeah, and a lot of it even appeals to people who aren't in the fandom. Like,
Really.
a lot of people can really, like, you could, for example, you could listen to like Antinymph or whatever from Violet and love the fucking song even if you're not a brony or whatever, because it's not necessarily about just being a brony. It's about being, whoever you fucking want to be and not listening to anybody telling you to be something else. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's a siren song creativity. Not a
Yeah.
siren song. That's the wrong word. It's a rallying cry for creativity.
Yeah.
And it's such a damn good song too.
Yeah, it's a fucking fantastic song. Violet, she's like amazing.
She's fantastic as a musician. And like her latest album, Carousel, guy, it's so good. I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah. I've listened to a bit of it. I haven't listened to the whole thing because I am bad at. I don't. I've got to have ADD or something. I can't sit still long enough to do basically anything for an extended period of time. But, I try at least.
Yeah. That's totally fine. But how was that? Oh yeah. I suppose just talk about when I kind of fell off the show. Not really though. I watched seasons 1 through 5 like flawlessly because that was like from 2011 to like 2015, 16, something like that. And like I enjoyed every bit of it because the show never went down in quality and honestly maintained a constant like quality. Like it was actually fantastic. Just how it didn't like drop off like the any other show would have, like the like Family Guy or The Simpsons or whatever. It just kept a stable arc going. But the reason why I kind of fell off the show after season 5 ended was because YouTube started cracking down more on copy.
Yeah. And it cracked down hard, too. Like,
Oh yeah.
wasn't that around the period of time whenever they did the whole where's the fair use thing or whatever?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. Which, obviously that wasn't fair use per se, but
Yeah, it was. They were just taking the episode and
Yeah.
uploading them.
they're straight up like stealing them, I guess, which
Yeah.
fuck Hasbro, but still.
But yeah, that's around the time I fell off because I had no easy way to access the show. I could have like I'm always gonna call it the Hub Discovery Family, so fucking lame. But I didn't have access to the Hub on my channel networks, and yeah, I just didn't want to go to any pirate sites risking looking for it. But now you can find like a whole site called Watch My Little Pony. And I think I've sent it to Shan before, but I it may still be online. Where you can just watch the whole show, all the episodes and everything.
Who knows really? Those sites are really hard to kill, but they're also really hard to find whenever one of them goes down.
Yeah,
Uh,
they'll always change it.
Me and her just watched like the whole series, I think, on what was it? Was it Hulu Love or
It was Netflix.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
watched pretty much the whole thing on there recently. Which we don't have
Yeah.
Netflix anymore because fuck Netflix, but still.
Yeah, Netflix actually. I was gonna do that too, watch the whole thing on there, but Netflix for some reason cut the show in half, or more than half. They cut it into fourths or thirds actually, because there's only 3 seasons on there now.
Well, I don't think we finished it off on there though, is the thing. I swear to you that we watched like the rest of it on something else, like Hulu or something. I
It
swear
could
we
be
did.
on Hulu, but I don't remember. But I do remember finishing the series because I've been trying to do so, and there's so many
So
of
many.
them.
Yeah, I know we definitely finished it. That's a certainty.
The only thing I haven't watched yet is the movies.
Yeah, same.
Not missing much on that front, I don't feel like.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see this unicorn with the broken horn and all that.
That one is an outlier. That one I actually have some interest in seeing myself. It's more
Yeah.
so like the what were they called? The
Don't
human
know.
ones?
Oh, the Equestria Girls.
Yeah, that. Yeah, there we go.
I wasn't talking about those. I don't really particularly care for those, unfortunately. I'm not that kind of brony. Sorry, people.
Honestly, they
The other
weren't
eye or
horrible.
not?
I watched them as I didn't watch them as they came out. I watched the first one and the second one, and honestly, the second one has some like pretty dope songs. Like
That-
it's actually pretty good.
Isn't that one like Rainbow Rocks or something like that?
Yes, Rainbow Rocks.
Well, I wouldn't. They're not terrible by any means, but why you got to do my boy Spike like that? He ain't a
Yeah.
dog. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Come
Yeah.
on.
I think that's the reason they made him a dog.
Yeah.
They made him a dog, which, like, there's certain parts of the fandom that are dubious.
Dubious is the right word.
And I would mention this again. There's those, I guess going to the furry fan base. There's those furries we do not talk about because they stay in the
They're
the void.
dubious.
Dubious.
They are also dubious.
Yes. But speaking of Spike, Who was your favorite character? I think you already
Rarity.
said Rarity, but yeah, Rarity.
If it isn't Rarity, somebody else go first.
Okay.
I have to think about
I
this.
think I think about it hard, but so I can judge you later.
Yeah.
So my favorite character, if I had to say overall, counting every main character, would probably be Spike. I really like Spike.
Other than Spike, Michael, we know
Other
that you
than
were gonna
Spike.
say that. I
I
knew you were
know.
gonna say that anyway.
That's because I relate to him so much.
Listen, Spike is great. He's fucking fantastic. I won't lie.
He's a little dragon boy who doesn't afraid of anything. Well, he
Yeah.
does, but
He does afraid of a lot, actually.
yeah. But in terms of the ponies, God, it's actually really hard to choose. Like, but if I had to pick my top two, I'd probably say it'd have to be Rarity and Applejack.
Yeah.
I really like all the characters though. It's hard to. I couldn't like rank them like worst to best. It'd be best to good, really. Because I don't
Yeah.
really hate any of the main characters.
Yeah. Well, what
They all
about
have
you,
their
love?
own dimension.
For me, it's a tough choice as well, and it's a good little plethora. It's not like just two; it's like a mix of three, and that's between. Actually, no, four. It's between either Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Applejack, and Rarity. But if I were to have a main favorite, it'd be Fluttershy top.
Nice.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
could also really see Pinkie Pie because I love Pinkie Pie too. She's great.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, I like them all. It's again, it's one of those shows where you can like every fucking character because they're all very likable.
Mhm.
I would have to say though, like if I picked one of the main six to be my favorite other than Rarity, it would probably be. Honestly, it's still a hard question to say. They're all great. All right, easier question to answer. Least favorite, probably. Never mind, it's not easier to answer at all. I wanted to say Rainbow Dash. Yeah, I think I will stick with Rainbow Dash. I like Rainbow, but she's definitely the weakest. I feel like more so. Like she's the element of what is it? Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Yeah. If I didn't pick him, if I have another character that isn't from the main six, obviously, and it's not Spike either. I like Spike. He's one of my favorite characters too. But yeah, obviously keeping away from that group of people, it's definitely Trixie. She's like by
Yeah.
far one of my favorite fucking characters.
Trixie.
She got a bunch of shit for no reason. Damn it.
Yeah, that episode is still pretty stupid. Going back to it.
You know what'd suck?
Hmm?
If I find out this entire time I've been streaming, there's been no mic sounds from
Oh no.
from either end. Like I'm paranoid, but I know for a fact that that's not what's happening. I know they can hear you, but I'm worried that they can't.
No, I turned on the stream just now. I actually have it open.
Oh, thank fuck.
I can hear you.
Good. Can you hear yourself?
Yes, I can hear myself, as painful as it is.
Okay, good. Just making sure, because, that would be embarrassing.
Yes.
Oh, did you see, we already got a bot in the chat earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. I got mine, like, within, like, the first hour.
Yeah,
Damn,
what the
they
fuck
move
is up
quick.
with that? Yeah, like, really? Fucking vultures?
Fast, bruh. But what else is there to say, really? Oh yeah, my least favorite. Yeah, I should probably say that. Uh, Honestly, it's really hard because if you were to ask me back in like 2011 or 2012, I probably would have said Rarity because like she's the fashionista. She just cares about clothing and her hairdo and all that stuff. But the characters have had they have so much growth and development. Like the writers don't just keep them as like flat characters. They grow, they experience new things, and they grow as characters and grow their friendship because friendship is magic. You
Exactly.
know that.
Exactly.
Because like it all depends on like the era really. But if I had to pick one overall, like if you held me at gunpoint and tried to kill me to name my least favorite of the main six, I would probably have to say fuck, it's really hard.
It is hard. It's really hard.
It really is. But god. I guess I would have to say Twilight overall. Like after
Yeah.
she became a princess, really.
I
Because like
I thought of picking
yeah.
Twilight as well,
And
but
it's
like,
not even like she's
no.
bad. It's just I don't know, after she became a princess and after at the end of season 3, the show just kind of like she just kind of went into the background mostly. Like she did stuff, but it was mostly for like the big showdowns and stuff. She didn't have a whole lot of individual character moments after that. Well, I'm being pedantic, but I don't know. It's just overall I was one of those bronies who wasn't too happy with her becoming an alicorn back in the day. I wasn't like making sad memes about it and threatening Hasbro to change her back, but that was purely a corporate decision,
Oh yeah,
honestly.
definitely. Twilight becoming a princess, Flurry Heart's existence, Cadence's existence,
Yeah.
probably all corporate decisions because Hasbro likes to meddle in things.
Yeah, and that's actually the reason why Lauren Faust left the show after season 1, because she saw the writing on the wall and Hasbro like making requests like, oh, you got to do this for the toys and all that stuff, and she just left, she pieced out after that. And honestly, the show's writing didn't suffer for it because like they had really good writers. But Lauren said if she had remained a runner of the show, she would have had more adventure subplots because she really liked that adventure aspect. That would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly.
Excuse me. And one thing that I've actually done some research on is you remember the elements of harmony?
Mm-hmm.
Those Lauren was really pushing for those to be used more often. Not to like just kill the final bosses, but to just just be used more, like delve into their origins and stuff. But Hasbro just kind of forgot about them, and the writers didn't really know what to do with them other than have them be boss killing weapons.
Fair.
So yeah, because like if you look at
Unfortunate.
season, yeah, it really is unfortunate. Because if you compare season 1 to the rest of the show, like the finale is nothing like the rest of the show.
I
You
don't
remember the
remember.
finale for season 1?
Wasn't the finale for season one Nightmare Night like
Nah,
blowing up?
nah. It was the best night ever when they went to the gala.
Was that where 20% Cooler came from?
Nah, that was the Suited for Success episode where Rarity was their dresses for the gala.
Right.
Had a banger song too.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, uh, I think
Hmm.
I've said a lot of what I need to say. What were you gonna say, Shan?
For me, if it's
Yeah,
my least favorite characters,
yeah.
I've already said one of them, and my reason behind as to why she is my least favorite character. I don't like it when people are showboaty and braggy all the time. It gets on my nerves. You can do a little braggy in little small singes, that's fine. But doing it all the time and not to show for it half the time, that's when it gets annoying. And that's why I just can't fall in love with her as a character, because she does that a lot.
Yeah, especially early Rainbow Dash. That was pretty much her whole character.
Which was
Just being a
annoying.
yeah, it was really annoying.
And then for Twilight, I don't particularly hate her, but I'm not fully in love with her neither. And it's because of, she overdoes and overthinks things a lot.
Oh, I get that.
Well, that's kind of just her flaw, honestly, I feel like.
Yeah, that's her character flaw. She overthinks things and stuff. But like honestly, I it's not even like because of her as a character. It's just like as the show went on, she just kind of didn't have much else to do.
Yeah.
Like she was a great character. She is a great character, but it's just the writers were like, "What the fuck do we do with this? overpowered princess character. I mean, she had that awesome DBZ at the end of season 4
The one with
with
Tyrek.
Tyrek. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucking
Oh,
great.
I just realized something. If I'm gonna add characters of like favoritism,
Hmm.
um, I would say Luna.
Ah, yeah, Luna. God.
Like, I, even though she didn't get shown a lot, she became one of my favorite Alicorn princesses. Which, to me, in a weird sense, would it be technically queen and not princess?
Yes, they would be
Actually,
queens.
I think they would just be gods. They literally raise the sun and moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
makes me question,
goddesses.
are they actually raising the sun and moon, or are they making the planet rotate? Princesses, you got some fucking splaining to do. Because, either of you can do it. How do we know you're actually raising them up, huh?
Honestly, I think they are raising the sun and moon because when Twilight Kirby'd their powers at the end of season 4 to keep them from Tyrek.
I'm glad you
Uh,
used the word Kirby instead of Vor.
yes. I have more class than but
Oh,
when she
shit.
absorbed their power she actually had to move. She had to raise the sun and she was like fucking it up. She was moving it all over the place, like raising the
Yeah,
sun and moon multiple times.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah. So I think they are moving the sun and moon individually. But God, I remember like this is like after I hopped on in like like late 2011, August 2011. Uh there was so much stuff about Luna cuz
Oh,
like
yeah.
season 1 she appears in the first 2 parts and then she's gone. She's never even mentioned until season 2. And that just made people go wild. Like their imaginations just went fucking crazy. It's like, oh god, she tried to kill her sister and take over Equestria, like make it eternal, all that shit. What the fuck is she like now? Like she clearly begged for forgiveness at the end of at the end of episode 1. But what the fuck else can we do with her? Like, what the show's not going to do anything. What are we going to? And the answer was a fuck ton of fan fiction and art about Princess Luna.
Mm-hmm.
She was incredibly popular. I honestly think she's the most popular character aside from like Derpy Hooves.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
she's like the
definitely.
second most popular.
Yeah.
like,
100%.
what, fuck. I can. English is my first language, yes. Anyway, when it comes to the princesses, I do like Celestia, but like, in a way, I kind of don't like Celestia. But at the same time, I kind of understand because in the later seasons, the reason why she didn't do what she was supposed to do to help her royal pony or her pony group is because she was putting Twilight through a test.
Ah, yeah. I remember
If this
that.
is a spoiler for any of y'all, I am sorry, but I'm not sorry. This show's been out forever. You should
Yeah,
watch it.
like, if it's a spoiler and anybody got mad at it at this point, then what the fuck are you even doing here in a fucking podcast talking about cartoon horses? Go watch the
But
damn show if you're, like, haven't seen that part yet.
I'll rent you the fucking DVDs, bruh.
and then the fact that which in later seasons I kind of liked because well, Twilight is twilighting again because she's freaking out because she's gonna take over the sun and moon, which it was their mistake to go on vacation and forgot how to like teach her how to use this doll thing they give her to control their ability, which was amazing. Uh,
Oh, yeah.
I also liked it because you get to see the sisters develop and grow and figure out about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Celestia is more of a goth, strangely enough, and Luna is more of a hippie. Who would have known?
Oh, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah, really.
Because they go to a salon and get like a redesign, and I was wondering why there was fan art of it, and now I know.
Nice. Oh man. Shit. What else? I was on the tip of my tongue. What did I do with the princesses? Oh yeah. Honestly, like, there really should have been like an episode in season 1 or 2 even, where like Luna and Celestia just have a moment together. You know, like they just have an episode together because like Celestia hadn't seen her in 1,000 fucking years, and like, fucking hell, like, could you imagine that? Like, I don't even know if Luna was asleep the whole time. Could you imagine being sentient and stuck on the moon for 1,000 years?
That would fucking
What?
suck.
Like, if she was asleep, like inside of the moon, like how her face used to be on the moon, that would be fine. Like she was just in a stasis. But honestly, just the guilt of Celestia raising the moon every night to see her sister's face staring back at her. Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, dude,
Holy
that would
shit.
be that would be traumatic. I'll be honest with you. The music video for "Lullaby for a Princess" I feel like really encapsulates her grief
Yes.
when it comes to
Yeah.
that. So, like,
That is like, it's so great.
yeah, that's like a magnum opus of ponydom right there. Like, it's amazing.
Yes.
The animation is amazing. The song is amazing. The emotions you feel in the song, like whenever Celestia and Luna are fighting in the sky and they're shooting lasers at each other, and like Celestia like is tearing up while they're doing it, but Luna just
Oh.
has this face of like absolute like
Fucking,
fury.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, like it makes you tear up, man. It's fucking sad.
Like, if I had to pick any one piece of media, because like anime fans will say, if you want to get someone into anime, make them watch like insert anime here, like Cowboy Bebop or something that's not really anime in terms of feel. But if I had to pick something to show a non-bro to get them into ponies, Lullaby for a Princess, that fucking animation would be the number one. It is the best piece of brony like thing ever.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. Like it's truly like one of the best fucking brony media pieces ever. Yeah.
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
I think my favorite part, like out of the whole thing, is during the battle, where during the music you hear like the muffled sounds of their battle, like as the music keeps playing. God, it's so
Yeah,
good.
it's so amazing, dude. It's so fucking amazing.
It is. But what I was to that question when it comes to Luna, some reason in my head canon and probably like in a lot of fan fiction is that she is on the moon as, Nightmare Moon, trying to figure out how to leave this prison she is in.
Hmm.
I like those drawings of her with like a sniper rifle trying to shoot like astronauts and shit.
I like those too.
Oh, that's funny. But man, like, go watch Lullaby for a Princess. If you take nothing else away, watch Lullaby for a Princess. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Lullaby for a Princess is just it's incredible. Truly, truly incredible.
Mm-hmm. Man. How long are we in now?
We've been streaming and recording for about an hour, almost an hour. I haven't finished the drawing yet, though.
Hey, we'll keep going until that drawing's finished.
Well, here's the thing. Like we've talked about the show, but we haven't talked entirely about like all the crazy shit the fandom has done either. We did a little bit. We dipped in on it, but like we've said already that the Brony fandom have been like ridiculously creative over the years.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that is almost an understatement in my opinion, because they have done so fucking much that it's ridiculous. There's fucking creepypastas, there's fan games, there's creepypasta fan games, there's fucking music, there's fucking what else? What else is there? There was conventions solely dedicated to brony shit, and some of them were bad. Not
Sounds
all
like
of them, of
Dashcon,
course.
in a way.
Yeah, honestly, DashCon is a great analog. It was
I would
basically
have
the.
loved to go to a brownie convention.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I would have loved to have gone to Las Pegasus. Have you heard the story of Las Pegasus?
Was that the one with the gas attack?
Part of it, yeah, and like John Delancey was there, and like nobody got
Oh
paid
yeah.
or anything, and he was all like,
Oh yeah.
and they really pulled it together, like the voice actors and stuff that were there really like fixed everything for the fucking worthless people who ran the thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, so much stuff to go over. Like, of course, the biggest piece of fandom drama I can recall right now is like the whole Alicorn princess thing when Twilight became an Alicorn.
Yeah,
A lot of outrage over that.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I was as I stated previously, I was on the side of I don't like this. It just felt rushed to me, but over time I grew to like Alicorn Twilight. You know, even though she kind of just didn't have much to do, and her whole character became her position basically. But
yeah.
yeah, it was pretty sad.
I
But I
mean,
honestly, sorry, I
no,
think the thing that twisted it the most, that twisted the knife, was the end of season 4 when the fucking library was destroyed.
yeah, that one was a bit much, honestly. They
I
didn't
was
have to do
so
Yeah.
that.
upset.
They didn't have
I
to
That
was
was
do
so
that.
very too
upset.
much.
I think what made it worse was the castle that replaced it was fucking ugly.
Yeah.
It was too much for one person.
Yo,
Yeah,
dog, we heard you like fucking rocks, so we made your house into a rock. Pimp
it's
my
so
crib.
ugly. It's so
They
ugly.
pimped it out a whole lot. And you figured since she was basically a princess, even though she wasn't taking over them yet, that they would at least give her some guards or something so her castle wouldn't look so fucking empty. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was empty a lot.
Or made it where the maid six stayed there or something. Like, come on.
Wasn't that like a plot point? Like Twilight being lonely in her new castle or whatever at one point?
Yeah, I think that's literally an episode in season 4. Season 5, actually, yeah.
My house is too big. I can't find the fucking bathroom. I've been shitting in a bucket in the fucking bedroom the whole time.
How the fuck
Help.
does Jay-Z live like this?
Shit.
But yeah, like, it's just, it just didn't fit Twilight. Like, her character would not live in a big fuck off castle. I don't believe that.
Yeah, she's the book horse. She's not the fucking giant rock house horse.
Yeah.
That fits Maud more than it does Twilight.
Yeah.
And huh?
I hate to like disrupt your little conversation about like the big castle, but you should make Angel's outline or his body either pink or or white.
His body.
Yeah, his body.
I can do that.
Yeah.
It would look good with the contrast of the mane and whatnot. I
I
feel
just
like
I just use the blue as a base so that I can use clipping layers over top of it to actually like color it in.
Nice.
I gotta do a thing here first in order to do that.
Yeah, seeing the just the Golden Oaks library just fucking destroyed, and Ezra being like, "Well, we know you're sad about that, but here's this like ugly ass design you got to stare at for the rest of the show." So
Holy
have fun."
shit, Twilight! They hit the library.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Oh, I accidentally hit the angry button instead of the laughter button. Angel wasn't happy that we made a 9/11 reference.
Oh no. That's why I just hate realize that's why it was.
Are we allowed to joke about 9/11 on here? We're American.
We should probably get off the subject before Twitch gets.
Yeah, really. We'll just ignore that for now.
Yeah. "Oh my God, Twilight! They hit the library!" It's like,
We say we're gonna get off of it, we go right back to it.
yeah, double down on that stupid shit.
Yeah. Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying?
Like, it was sad that they killed their library like that, but they were like, oh, she's a princess. She needs a fucking castle. Let's do that instead.
Nah, still leaves a bad taste in my mouth just looking at it because you can tell like the writers were like approached by Hasbro and the artists were say, okay, we want a Twilight castle set because she's a princess and she needs a castle, so we want you to get rid of that ugly ass library and replace it with this ugly ass castle.
Make sure that the owl that's inside there dies too and is never seen again.
No, she actually saves Aloysius before he
Yeah,
dies.
I know. But still.
He is never seen. Honestly, he never is.
He might as well just die in there, honestly, really.
I think there's only a few episodes he's only introduced of, and one of them was when Spike felt like he was being replaced.
Yeah. Like Twilight had a familiar and she did nothing with him.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't a familiar. He was adopted.
I know. He's basically her familiar.
Not
She is a
not
wizard.
Spike. Love, not Spike.
I'm talking about the owl. The owl was adopted from.
He was adopted?
Yeah, he was adopted from Fluttershy's cottage with all her animal friends.
Man, I feel bad
Actually,
for
no.
Spike. He really did feel like a dog, didn't he?
Oh, poor Spike. But actually, Aloysius just showed up.
No,
He-
he was from the cottage. He was adopted from there.
Nerd fight,
Huh.
nerd fight, nerd fight.
Either way, God, poor Spike though.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Do you remember? God, I still remember this shit. Do you remember the Equestria Games episode, season 4?
Oh yeah, the one where they're in the Crystal Kingdom and he's like
Yes.
the officiator or whatever.
Yes. I remember that episode, not for the episode itself. It was a good episode. It was a nice Spike Central episode where he learns to like not be so hard on himself and stuff like that. But I think like the thing I remember the most was the fandom around the episode because it wasn't about like people were like, yeah, that was a pretty good episode. But bronies, when they heard it existed, like in TV Guide spoilers, when those existed, they were like, "Oh my god, Gilda's coming back! Oh my god, Lightning Bliss is coming back!" All these headcanons. They were just imagining what the hell was gonna happen. Like all these characters who were in the show and then not just suddenly coming back for like a big comeback. They hyped it up so much that they made fucking fools of them.
They
They
made
just made
fools of
themselves
themselves and they hurt Spike's feelings.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really happy they didn't focus on the games because I didn't give a shit about sports.
Nah. Honestly, what would they even do? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they even, like, care about any of that?
Yeah, it'd just be boring. Just them doing like sporting events. It's like, why would you want to watch that? I'd much rather see a character study than a fucking unicorn like throwing stones at other unicorns.
Throwing discuses.
Discuses. I'm gonna fucking stone you. Yeet. I think the
Kilda,
coolest little
your fucking performance was minging. It was fucking minging.
Bruh. Like, bruh.
Spike just picks up a fucking rock. Rainbow Dash, your performance was fucking minging. Just throws a rock at her fucking head.
Banished. You're going to Yakistan. Get the fuck out of here.
Vanished. Get the fuck out. Oh god, that was fun.
I hereby sentence you with death.
For that horrible ass performance, you're going to the moon, bitch. God, that brings back memories. You remember the Celestia cartoon where she sends people to the moon?
Yeah. You know, you, so you're a bitch that likes
Little bitch.
bananas.
Bananas.
You can like bananas on the moon.
Bitch.
Oh, fuck me. That was like ridiculous.
It was. It was so good. Ah, man. But like, what's another piece of fan art or fan thing? My Little Dashie. Should
Oh,
we talk
God.
about My Little Dashie?
We should allude to it and then mention that you'll narrate it on your stream next Friday or something. I don't know. Listen, if we have to suffer through My Second Life, you have to suffer through My Little Dashie.
You know
Listen,
what?
at least My Little Dashie is like tolerable, honestly. It's basically the same story, although, you know, the difference is, you know, he finds a horse instead of going to horse realm. Yeah, and we'll not go into that, actually. Let's not mention that.
Not go into that.
We'll just say, yeah.
Oh god, that story's terrible. My Little Dashie's, it's definitely better. But if you want to experience that story, watch the Dawn Somewhere version with Rainbow Dash Presents.
Yeah, the
Watch
Rainbow
that
Dash
one.
Presents series as a whole was amazing, and it still is.
Yes.
It holds up. It's
It's
great.
really good. It's really great.
It's just so fucking fantastic.
I love it too. I like how the voices are also swapped when it comes to gender.
Yeah, like boy characters are voiced by female characters, and male characters are all voiced in yeah, actually, no, female characters are voiced by males. It's really fun. Oh, fun fact. You remember the fucking hell? What was? Oh yeah, the My Little Dashie episode with Joker Mort and Rainbow
Yes,
Dash. Like,
I
on
do
a date.
remember that. Yeah.
Fun fact, the actors, like the guy who plays Rainbow Dash and the lady who played Joker Mort, they actually started dating because of that episode they made together.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I think they even have a kid now too, which is like
I
amazing.
think so. Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I will read My Little Dashie this coming Friday stream.
I can't fucking wait. I can still
it's
remember
good.
the first few lines of the story. Something along the lines of "I live my life one day at a time." Something, something, something. Sadness, something.
I walk a lonely road along
The
the
only
only road I've ever known. Basically that.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's not too far off, honestly.
It's like, God, honestly, back then it was laughable, but now it actually fits kind of, especially in today's economy. I work a minimum wage job. I fucking hate it. I hate everyone. And back then I was like, oh, that's kind of dumb. But now I'm like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm so...
Yeah, honestly. It's pretty fucking fitting. Like, I hate everything and I hate everyone and everybody's fucking stupid, and if the zombie virus would have struck the world instead of Rona, we would have all fucking died. Because everyone is stupid.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
You know how you have Angel's bangs on his main model? You should do them the same way with the, the blue on the top layer, on the very top.
Oh, with like the white. You talking about with the white up here, or not white?
Uh,
It's like a lighter color blue, I think.
Yeah, the lighter color blue.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Ah, boy. It's so fun. But
Yeah.
what else? We talked about My Little Dashie. What other terrible fan things exist in the fandom? Some I just didn't. Well, there was a lot of creepypastas.
Well, here's something that I'm not entirely sure if we're even allowed to say on Twitch. It involves a special Tumblr called something to do with Princess Celestia. Are we allowed to say that? Are we allowed to say that on Twitch?
I don't know if we should.
Well,
Let's just call it the Celestia Ask or something.
Yeah, a Celestia Ask blog that was on Tumblr that was removed from Tumblr pre-porn purge.
Yeah.
For dubious reasons.
Yeah. We'll call it Bizarro Celestia.
Yeah.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I thought it was funny.
I
oh,
didn't
it
actually see it.
is. And I guess it's more funny for those who have like a dirty mindset like me. Anyway, I think I remember she basically got replaced by Gamer Luna.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she
basically
did.
what happened. I never looked at that one. I never really looked at the Bizarro Celestia one either. There were a
PDF
lot of
file,
Pony Ask blogs.
PDF file Celestia, so to speak.
Yeah.
I
God,
will
there was
say
so
though,
many. Hmm?
I really love the art style of both of those.
Yeah.
Uh, I would like to say the actual name, but I don't think I will.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it's probably best
probably not a
to.
good idea to say it.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of Ask blogs on Tumblr about My Little Pony. There was so fucking many. But the one I remember the most, because a friend of mine liked to show it to me all the time, was Ask what was his name? Evil Doctor Hooves, whatever his
This
name was.
was it
Discord Hooves.
discorded.
Discord Hooves.
Yes.
I hate Discord Hooves so
Me too.
fucking much. It's like the worst. Like, why do you come up with this shit? Fuck. Like, listen, Bizarro Celestia was better because it was funny and played up for like laughs. You know, even if the subject matter was questionable at the least.
Yeah.
But like, Discorded Doctor Hooves is just fucked, man.
It's just misery porn.
Yeah, like really, like why? Why do you like this?
If
You
there's
know,
what's she?
you were the one who introduced me to Discord Hooves and Little Miss Rarity. Do you remember that one?
I remember Little Miss Rarity, and Little Miss Rarity I feel like wasn't as bad because Little Miss Rarity was doing it to herself and not other people. Sure, it was fucked up, but it wasn't as fucked up as Discorded Doctor Who's.
I do
Yeah.
like the art styles of those two. I was trying to like get around of drawing my pony somewhat close to that.
Well, the art
Yeah,
style is fine. That's the
that's
thing.
yeah, that's the thing. Like the art for it was great. I really like the art. But the subject matter was not good. I did
No,
not like ye.
the
Well,
sub
actually,
the subject matter was absolutely horrid.
yeah, it was horrid. Like abuse and all that shit. It's like, why would I read this?
Yeah, really.
Like, there's a place for it when there's a point, you know? But there was no point. It was just, hey, this guy's a piece of shit. You think he's a piece of shit yet? Well, wait till he does this. Wait till he punches Derpy in the fucking mouth.
And he
Remember that?
does so because
Just because he does it.
why is he discorded? I don't know. He just is.
He took like bad medicine.
Actuality, because I'm the type of person I am, because I get deep in these things because I want to know what goes on. Discord himself made him like that,
Well, that was a given.
Yeah.
but he kind of gets his karma deeper down the line
Yeah.
and becomes Discord's bitch.
Well, unfortunately, that doesn't really make it any better
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't.
because like Discord made him into this, and then he's punishing him for his own actions. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. Doctor Who's may have been an asshole while he was discorded rather, but Discord did it to him. So,
Yeah.
like, bro, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Um, uh, but yeah, the art style is one of the things that I liked about it, even though the story and stuff was terrible, like so bad.
Yeah.
I think another fanfiction, well, I guess it's fanfiction that I really came to enjoy, and it's one of those creepy pastas or whatever, is the Blank Flakes.
Ah, yeah. Story of the Blanks. That's actually a really good one.
Yeah. I can't remember. Was it Scribble that read that one, or her other friend? I can't remember. The lost narrator. Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
her name is. One of those two read it, and I just loved it.
Oh yeah, like it started with a fan game. Uh, can't remember what it's called right now. I think it was Story of the Blanks actually.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
it was a pretty good game. Nice low poly stuff, but low poly. It was fucking 8-bit. What am I saying? But yeah, it was really cool. The subject matter was really cool, creepy. I actually did a homage to it in my Fancy Pants series, which I will be reading on Monday. More Fancy
Nice.
Pants.
Yes.
Like, I think one of the biggest reasons why I loved it is because it gives them the factor of you can't trust. I think it's called the Everfree Forest or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't really trust it because it's a type of place that's just crazy with
Yeah.
magic.
Evil
It's not.
magics.
Well, I wouldn't really call it evil per se. I would call it more like a sorcerer's wild fallen into wild magic, basically.
Yeah, basically.
And Zakura lives
And
there, and that's suspicious, apparently.
I like the fact that how this story happened is this town didn't know what cutie marks were, but when they did see them, they saw it in the form of the pox. And when one of their ponies wound up getting the said mark, they freaked out about it and burned his cutie mark off.
Oh no, they
But
did more than that.
well,
Well,
for that particular character in that
yeah.
story.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, there was a pony that she was curious and fell apart on that particular scene, and her cutie mark showed up. And yeah, her outcome was a lot worse than the one who got his burnt off.
Was that an accident, or did they do that to her on purpose? I can't remember.
I think
It
they
was
did it
on
on
purpose because they didn't want. They thought it was the plague, and they didn't want it to spread.
Well, they could have
Yep.
just not did what they did to her. Like, come on, bruh.
But at the same time, without them doing that heinous crime towards her because she got her cutie mark and thought she had the cutie mark pox, the forest itself just came to life and cursed that whole town, and I love that so much.
Oh
What?
yeah, we should. Mhm.
Now go ahead.
Sorry, I was like, we should probably explain what cutie marks are. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
like
I was
80%
gonna
of people listening
say.
don't know.
I always hated the name they gave those because they're
Yeah.
kind of fucking vitally goddamn important, and they have the dumbest name ever.
It's a cutie mark. But a cutie mark is actually the
Communist
thing
thing, and it's the thing the regime gives you whenever you're denoted that that's what you'll do for the rest of your life.
Not really, because they do other things. It's just it's represented on the thing that they're best at.
yeah, it's your destiny to be
Yeah,
good at this thing.
you're gonna do this forever, whether you like it or not. Now get out there and trim them hedges or whatever you're good at.
And like, I can't fucking remember his name, but the big dumb horse who like just fucked up all the time. I think his cutie mark was literally just I'm a fuck up.
Yeah, like
That's
how
my
could that be
destiny.
useful? How is that nice in the slightest way?
I think his name was Lucky or something.
No,
along
it
those
was
lines.
troubleshoes.
Yeah,
Troubleshoes.
trouble shoes, and he had like the
Yeah.
unlucky horseshoes or whatever.
And
Yeah.
I love the conclusion for that episode. It's like, yeah, you're a fuck up, but if you fuck up in front of other people, it's funny. So you can be an entertainer.
Wasn't it the CMC that were helping him with that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, it
of
was.
course, literal children would be like, I don't know, it's funny, isn't it? Fuck it. That's what you're supposed to do, I guess.
Hey, Apple Bloom, let's film him falling over and post it on YouTube.
That's effectively what they're doing, honestly.
Basically. I
The
don't know,
cutie mark
Scootaloo.
traders. Oh my god! Speaking of cutie marks, I really hate how theirs turned out.
Rakazad is
God.
displeased with this.
Yeah.
But if anything, when it comes to finding out more about Apple Bloom and who her parents truly are, one was an apple and another one was a pear. Like, why didn't she not get a mark representing the both of them, or at least her mother?
Honestly, without context, like saying her mother was a pear, and her father was an
I know.
apple.
Oh
I
my
did that on
god, that's so
purpose.
fucking funny.
I did that on purpose.
That reminds me, this is something I was thinking last night. Are they like? Is their last name Apple? So is it like Apple Bloom Apple or Applejack Apple or Big Macintosh Apple?
Mario,
Yes.
Mario, Luigi, Mario.
Their last name is Apple.
Why is it like this?
Applejack, apple.
Apple
Bloom,
butter apple.
apple butter, apple.
It's so fucking
I
funny.
don't know. It's really. Oh God! Like,
Excuse me, Sister Applejack Apple.
Oh, it's
Jack
just.
Apple.
What was he gonna do
But,
with that spatula? Sorry about derailing your train of thought there.
That's fine. Like, if I remember, like, when it comes to her mother, her family side was called the Pear family, or the Pears, or whatever.
Yeah. The pear family.
And
Yeah.
apparently it did, like, what you see in most shows, or not shows, most stores and stuff. This is a rival,
Yeah. It's basically Romeo and Juliet, basically. With William
basically.
Shatner.
But, I love how that, no matter how different their worlds are, those two got together and had a family. But at the same time, it's kind of sad
Oh yeah.
because Innocence is kind of like how it went for me in a weird way. Pony.
Angel. Nice. That looks really good.
He basically got
Thank you.
abandoned by her family and was adopted by his his mother,
Yeah.
their grandmother.
God, that. Do you remember the song in that episode? God, it's really good. It makes me tear up every time. It's so beautiful.
I barely remember anything. It's like Vietnam for me. I don't typically remember. I don't remember.
Every time you close your eyes, you
Every time I
see ponies.
every time I close my eyes, I hear Winter Wrap Up.
That was a big one.
Oh
That
yeah.
was the song.
Oh yeah. It's either Winter Wrap Up or At the Gala.
Oh yeah. The Smile
Right?
song.
I barely remember that song when the one that was played by what are their parents' name? Again?
Pear butter and apple mac, I think.
Apple Mac Apple.
I think his was also Big Macintosh. I think their son is a junior.
Mac Daddy, that was his name.
Oh my god.
Mac Daddy Apple. Oh
Don't
my
come to
god.
Apple's hood anymore.
Oh my god. That's just terrible. You stop. Please.
Oh, it's terrible. I need to find that song now. The pear butter song. Bright Mac, that was his name.
Bright Mac Apple.
I know it was Mac something.
But yeah, You're in My Head Like a Catchy Song. That was the song title.
Okay.
It is
That's
fucking
nice.
adorable. I need to put it in the dance floor. It is fantastic.
Okay, this is actually not the longest recording we've ever had for the podcast, but it is kind of long. We've been going for about an hour and 30 minutes. The podcast has been going on longer, obviously. It's been going on for about an hour and 32 minutes. It's only been a few more minutes, but still.
Breaking records here, folks.
Yeah, totally.
But
Oh man.
I don't know. I kind of wish on that show they went through character backgrounds and their parents a little more, so we knew what kind of folks we're dealing with instead of basing with fan art.
Yeah.
The
I
well, the
feel
drawing is done, so I think I'm gonna switch to a different. You know, fuck, I'll leave it like this. I like looking at the angel's hand. It's cute.
yeah.
You did a good job.
Yes, that is really nice.
Thank you.
But to wrap up, winter wrap up.
Haha, bazinga!
But I think to wrap up, like MLP, even though it was like a brief window of my life so far, it really means a lot to me. Like it's a really good show. Just it just has like a lot of I have lot of nostalgia for it, of course. But I don't know. It's like it was just a very high quality show, and it had a well deserved large following, which has petered out over the years, of course, because the show ended. And I have yet to see the finale. I've seen the final song appear everywhere on YouTube, but I have never watched it because I don't want spoilers. I know what happens, of course, but I don't want to see the song. It'll make me cry. I know it will.
Yeah,
Yeah, it will.
the finale was pretty great. I would recommend finding it. I swear to you, I think it's on Hulu, but I can't remember.
Ooh. Nice.
Have to like do research or something. But back to the weird fan fictions and stuff. The biggest one that became popular that I remember most, or the biggest two that became popular that I remember most, is your lovely old Rainbow Factory and
Mm,
Cupcakes.
yeah. There was also Sweet Apple Massacre, but we don't talk about that one.
Yeah. No.
Fun fact about
Yeah.
that story. It was written by a salty 13-year-old kid who got his ass beat in Call of Duty by a brony.
That's funny.
Wow. You know what? This dude kicked my ass, so I'm gonna make everyone feel bad and make this very dark fan fiction.
I want to make this shit story, and it's gonna make everyone mad. And you know what? He was right. Like it's a work of pure spite. It was conjured by dark side energies, and it's very apparent. Like this guy just looked up some Wikipedia articles about the characters. Okay, who the fuck is this? All right, I'm gonna put them in the story. Who the fuck is that? I'm gonna put them in the story.
Oh, I think another one that was kind of messed up. I kind of liked it in a way. Was the Apple experiment.
Ah, yeah.
Oh
I remember
yeah,
that.
that's basically just the rest and sleep experiment, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but more gruesome.
Oh, it's only. I feel like it's only gruesome because they're ponies.
I honestly I think the best piece of dark MLP content, the best creepypasta that I can recall right off the top of my head was the cough.
Oh yeah, the cough
Oh
is
yeah,
great.
that. They came out with a second part.
Honestly, it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, really. Was it by the original author? Because if it wasn't, then I
It
can
probably wasn't.
doubt it
I
was.
don't
Yeah.
remember. It's been a while.
Cause
But
it's short, it's sweet, and it's not sweet, but it's just short and sweet, and it hits hard, and it stops suddenly, like someone just pumped the fucking brakes, and it's just great. Like it's really creepy. It doesn't have the characters be out of character either, really. It's just so good. Like it's the best creepypasta MLP content, other than Story of the Blanks, of course. It's really good too.
the story of the blanks will always be in my heart. There's another one that's kind of like the story of the blanks, but it's not really, and it's based on like this investigator checking it out. I think he was like an OC or whatever.
Oh,
And Sweetie Belle not being herself, basically.
It that
Or not Sweetie Belle, but Apple Bloom not being herself.
that sounds
Sorry, wrong
exactly like Michael's story. Like it legitimately sounds exactly like his story. Well, so to speak.
I got ripped off 10
Yeah,
years in
somebody
advance.
fucking copied you.
They looked into the future and saw
Yeah.
my popularity.
All right. Well, we've been talking about horses for about an hour and 30 minutes, and my ears are hurting from these freaking headphones. So I feel like it's probably about time that we, we do the thing.
Yeah. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad
Oh,
we
yeah.
finally did this one.
Oh, yeah. And to anybody out there that actually watched the stream, thank you. I don't know how often I'll be streaming. I don't know if I'll be streaming every episode of this. Maybe, maybe not. I don't fucking know. To any of you that
Thank
watched the
you.
video, thank you for watching the video. And if we end up with another weird amount of viewers this time, I won't be surprised. I won't be disappointed, but I will be surprised.
Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching.
Indeed.
Hopefully next time you see us, Abaddon will have a new look.
Yep. Have a good rest of your evenings, everybody.